It's eat or be eaten. No, I mean it's literally true, and I like the take of preying on a downfall rather than like a hate watch. I think hate watching can be taken pretty negatively sometimes or out of context depending on the situations. Preying on the downfall. Game is game. No, 100% Alliance. No, that's trust me. Nor in different circumstances is just to come into like to. It's the situation at hand. No, for sure. And we'll start with the EU, and then we'll make our way through the regions. So here's what we're looking like. So stage 3, I just to let you guys know over the next couple days as well to wrap up each of the streams, we'll create 20 at least minimum 20-minute talk about VRS, what teams are looking like to get to the major, what happens next, and everything like that. So if you guys have questions to ask, now is kind of the time. We'll go through it and we'll stay up to date as the qualification gets locked in. What is this for? VRS. The event that just happened of Magic beating K27 was a qualification into PDL Astana. Now that will be out in May. That event itself won't impact VRS. However, the qualifier they just played takes place, and there is VRS involved with it. I'm gonna do this quick and put that up here, so I can have another screen to like look at things and everything. At the end of the day, it's the end of the day. That's what I always say. Daily dose of VRS. True. Let me update the title. Calm. Even though it wasn't really the calm, it was close enough. I like it, Joel. Like 2 days left. Invites get sent out on the 6th after a certain time. Dude, Joel, why? Bro, I'm skipping it. Did a team that got invited to Asana decline the invite and just play the closed qualifiers so they could have gotten VRS before the cutoff? Yes. Yes. My streamer, man. Liquid still in trouble? We'll touch base on it. We will touch base on it. We'll stay within region. Right now. We'll start with the EU. What's going down in the EU pool? So this is stage 3 is completely locked. Spirit starts stage 2. We'll take a look at also a large event going on right now is the that one event that has the G2 Gamer Legion Bet Boom. G2 is in grands of that. G2 is at this point set to start stage 2. They are completely okay. They'll be there. Foot is okay as well inside of stage 2. Gamer Legion need to beat Bet Boom, I think, to possibly stay in stage 2. If not, they'll fall short of Monty. And if Bet Boom can beat Gamer Legion and G2 inside of grands, Bet Boom possibly could see stage 2. Watch now. Legs, we're going to do a wrap up of VRS and everything today. I'm not sure if I'll go into another matchup next. But so, and then down in stage 1, Monty is confirmed at this point. From what it seems, I don't foresee anything else. Bait should be safe. Now, what's the projected loss of Bet Boom GL? For Bet Boom, only minus 13. So even if they lose, they'll still be at 1490. And then Bet Boom is safe. I think we'll take Lion's spot. So basically the spots that feel possibly that still can be up for grabs and stuff would be the bottom 3 ones. Not as much Heroic, though. Heroic seems pretty safe after the win over Nip and losing to BetBoom. And is also, if BetBoom does well, too, they can get more. Yeah, I feel Heroic's in a safe spot, so it's mainly down to Alliance and Sinners. That they're kind of right now, like, if those are your teams, you want everyone else to basically do bad. Magic guys take Alliance spot? No. No, so Magic wasn't a team in line for the major. However, it was them beating K27, dropped K27 down a bit. So Magic are down here. Like Magic, they're not in the major race. They're yeah. No. So teams that we still have to watch and play because they still have events going on that will impact. So PGL Bucharest, chat, in case you aren't familiar, that starts up tomorrow. No matter if teams win or lose inside of it, that does not matter. That does not matter for their major invited VRS, Bucharest. However, so the teams that still have a chance. Well, no, hold on. It's not GG's for FaZe. It's not GG's yet for FaZe because they're at HLC. They do have an overlapping event that they will prioritize being at HLC. They made it to playoff. They won 2-0 in their pool, and they have qualifier. However, they're in a really bad spot, and like one loss, they're fucked. I agree with that, Flute. No, that's a valid fucking take. So 3D Max. Joel's just adding stuff right now, dude. Oh, you're freaking me out, Joel. Joel, what are you adding, buddy? All right, we'll allow it right now. We'll allow it. Hell yeah. All right, so teams that still have a chance in their major run. Whose logo? Yeah, Alliance is green. Alliance isn't yellow. It's like lime green. So teams that are in the major race that still have events to play. Big. They're one of the teams at HLC. They start their pool play tomorrow. And BetClick is also in their pool. BetClick, not the major race potential, but some hefty VRS if they can get that win. So Big FHLC tomorrow. We'll probably be there taking a look at that. I like it. FaZe also at HLC. They'll be there. They start playoffs on Sunday. They're good. They're guaranteed playoffs. I know I skipped over it. K27 is playing in a CIS LAN. They made it to playoffs of that LAN as well. Playoffs for that start tomorrow. Quarterfinals of that. So they're in a LAN. Now, LAN is also weighted a bit heavier than online too. So these three teams are still in the run. I think the only other question maybe, let me take a look at something. Hold on. What is Namiga's LAN wins? They're very far off. They're very far off. I don't think it's not a 0% chance. I don't think like Namiga has a 0.1% chance. I think they would. Yeah, I assume it's not a good one. Joel's just adding shit today at this point. What the fuck is this? All right, Joel's on drugs today. Good to know. And that would be the only teams like LAN runs that could do some damage. Nemiga, of course, the lowest inside of the pool. Outside of that, nothing. 3D Max is cooked. 3D Max is cooked. Because Sinners and Alliance will always be above them, and they're just kind of like just sitting in dead water. Like they don't have any more matches that will affect them inside of the major run. So Alliance and Sinners, like if anyone's sitting still right now to make it through, it's them. It's not playing anymore, but it's not anymore to affect them inside of the major race. So phase 1 2 times today, but aren't pledged. Yes, they're not on the schedule tomorrow. Okay, busy. Phase are made it through pool today, and they'll play on Sunday inside of playoff. Can we skip this? Can you not add it in? Like, ever thought of that, Joel? Can we make a simulation of VRS shit so we can play around to see who wins? It's not that easy because there's a lot of moving parts. So VRS is a very confusing fucking thing and a very confusing situation. So like Alliance, for example, right? You go to Alliance, they have their land wins, whatever and shit that could possibly decay over time, which theirs won't because of how recent they were. But if you go to your opponent network, so say Ill Will, for example. Ill Will, for example, is this is a good example. So since they're in their opponent network, I believe this is how it works. I believe if Ill Will does well at HLC, it even helps Alliance get VRS. It increases their VRS because they beat them inside of their opponent network. And on top of that, then you look at bounty collection. Oh shit. Then you look at bounty collection. Then you look at yeah, this is complicated as fuck. But then you look at bounty collection. They got to win over Passion. Passion's at Urban Riga. That will count towards it. Gamer Legion as well has some weight behind it. They got the win. So if Gamer Legion does well tomorrow, right? Because Gamer Legion's still in. If they do well tomorrow, that helps Alliance even more. And that's kind of it. So like these things just kind of matter a little bit for incremental VRS, but it's crazy. You ever sit there and trot? Is that 45 degrees? What? Because isn't they beat the team that turned him into money? Huh? Because isn't it they beat teams with tournament money? Can I check what stud? Oh, and Sinners? Yeah, I can check Sinners as well. Do we think Nut has a chance? Nut to Singapore. Nut to Singapore. Joe, what is the music, buddy? Hope you're having a good day, Austin. All right, so we can take a quick look at Sinners and see what's going on in their world. So in their opponent, okay, so whoa, wait a second. Let me back up for a second. Alliance's land wins have absolutely zero decay. Okay, but hold on. That doesn't fully matter. Sinners do have a little bit of incremental decay. A little bit. Not the largest thing, a little bit. Who is Nut? You don't know who Nut is? Austin's on Nut. Well, it's not just Austin, but Austin CS is on Nut. Who is Nut? The Nut Boys. You'll remember the name. Decay is calculated already? All right, so I will ignore the decay then. Good to know. That I wasn't sure about. Sinners head-to-heads. Ooh, Sinner opponent network. They have big in their opponent network. They have big. They have Bet Boom. So actually, the Bet Boom GL matchup that we're gonna have tomorrow is actually clashing between, partially between Sinners and Alliance a little bit, because Alliance need GL a bit and Sinners need Bet Boom. And then Sinners also have Bestia. Bestia is going to Urban Riga. Oh, and Namiga is also going to the CIS LAN. We will be getting a new mission push today, by the way, Trottah, for each of the regions, Tripson. And then in their bounty collection would be big Bet Boom. Oh shit! Wait a second. Wait a second. Sinners might have the upper hand with bounty collected. Because they have a bounty collection on big, a Bet Boom G2, right? Because that matters. This I'm not fully sure about. Yeah. Well, Singapore is very far away. Singapore is very far away. Singapore is the next major we have going on. All right. So that kind of wraps up EU for the most part. Big also won against Sinners. Okay. Does Big have a good chance? Their chance is pretty decent. So Big's chance, they have land refreshes too. They have a little bit of decay on some of them, but some of them could be a pretty large refresh. So land win recency bias, you can refresh, and it normally fluctuates between 49 to 54 points. And having these on 35 is a guarantee refresh of like fucking like 15 points per win on land. Big have a high probability to make it. Some big clan analysis. What is that, Chipson? Need link perm? You could post it in and I can click it still. You could post it in. Oh yeah, it's story post. No phase drama in Group A. Maybe phase magic 77 big. Dude. Yeah, does FaZe need the good teams to be able to match up against them? Is that TLDR on that? That's a lot of words for me, Chipson. I'm not going to lie. There is a post in chat that Chipson posted, but my brain needs a TLDR on that shit. As Project Hail Mary on FaZe after today? Well, so Big are pretty... Big is the question. Big is one of those teams that have a very strong chance to bump out Sinners and Alliance. To bump out one of them and get a spot in the major. Then Big can qualify even without winning HLC. Yes, Big is very comfortable. NRG coming in with the motherfucking raid. I appreciate you, beautifuls. I appreciate it. How did the stream go? Did they win? Did they win? We love Trottah. We love NRG. How'd you guys do today? In Rocket League. Rocket League. Did you win? Gold coming in with a gifted over to NRG as well. So if Big wins, will Sinners still be there? There's a chance. We won? Good fucking shit. Good shit. Good win. WNRG Rocket League for the win, chat. Good shit. I appreciate the raid, goats. I appreciate if you guys don't follow NRG, you should. They do They cover all their Rocket League and everything on their Twitch as well. Energy or goats? What does this mean for their major chances though? For who's A and B? An important point to post out in that Trottah, that FaZe can miss major even with winning. If they win with so FaZe's contention on making the major is they have to beat big inside of bracket for a head-to-head. Yeah, basically. What's the name of this song? This is Open Sesame, Abracadabra featuring Leela K. Okay. Interesting. So FaZe is kind of fucking cooked. Here for explaining, you're great. No, this is community type shit, bro, man. Like this is a lot of shit I've learned too, and like, yeah. So FaZe have a low chance to make the major. Losing to Fnatic does you? I mean, shit. They were cooked when they thought Reign was a problem. If they make it, they go fine. I mean, FaZe more than likely have to win HLC to make the major from basically the standpoint of everything. Wow. But there's a chance that they still might. There's a chance that even if they win it, they still might not make it. Sorry, how did Ill Will look today, though? What is this song? Joel, this is in the playlist, buddy. What do you mean, what the fuck is this song? Oh, let me scroll down. Joel added it 18 minutes ago. I don't know. I don't know. On some BS today? That's what I'm saying. This is another one. Trottah Ill Will 4-0 today. All single digit win map. Okay. But they didn't play anyone too crazy on the day. Ill Will had a pretty chill day from what I think. They're favored. They're favored in their pool for sure. I Axis 0 tenacity. Okay. And no idea. Okay. Yeah, but they can beat FaZe. I mean, does W have a chance for Singapore? Okay, so the thing is, Singapore is we're not even there yet, bro. Like Singapore is like that's 6 months out. You're way too far. Way too far. If an Oilers team makes a major, does that mean they get a whole lot more money since there's no split? So if an unsigned team were to make the major, they could try and just instantaneously get an org to sign. If that falls through, then technically, yeah, they would not only get the players' signatures inside of the Capitals stat commission, they'd make all the prize money, plus they would get their team sticker, I'm assuming. But more than likely, if they make the major, teams would heavily try to grab them and go into it. But yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Yeah, any points now will decay by the time. Yeah, Singapore is just so far out that it's just not even like a question. It's just not talked about. It's not relevant in its current dash of everything going on. I hope Ill Will gets something. I know. I think Ill Will's just really put in a really weird situation. I mean, losing Nemanja to wild card picking him up. And that's nothing even against wildcard. Like, he technically was a free agent, but like at the same time, it came down to him accepting it or declining it. All right, and posture check. Got you. Yeah, energy Voca is wild. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did chips in. Americas only have one stage 3 slot. Is it because the rest of the teams didn't have enough points? No, so I can explain that a little bit too. So we lost one of our stage 3 spots because Americas as a whole of the region did not perform that well last year, but we performed well enough to be able to still hold 10 spots. And something you might have realized from the last major, Asia as a region did not do good. They got knocked down to five spots, and then Europe as a region did well, so they have 17. So at a flat rate, there's guaranteed Europe. I believe it's Europe gets 6 invites guaranteed. I think it's Europe gets 6 guaranteed. Americas gets 6 guaranteed, and Asia gets 4 guaranteed. And then off that, Messi also made a post, and I covered it in a YouTube video I did. And then kind of after that, it's how well you do on the previous majors and everything. What's the difference between all stage spots? Which capsule you'll be a part of is one of the things, because now inside of stage 3, there's 8 teams in the capsule. Stage 2 has 8 teams in a capsule, but if you're in stage 1, there's 16 teams in the capsule. So every capsule sold, it's divided by more people. So right now for Americas, here's what we're looking like. Furia sat in stage 3. 9Z, killer run, way to do it. Jumped all the way up to stage 2. Legacy in there. Pain or stage 2. I don't know if M80 is going to that French land anymore. I know they signed up for it, but because of the win at Draculan, they put him at this top of stage 1. So I'm not sure. And in order for M80 to possibly, I don't even know if they can accrue that many points if they went to the French land or not. But like, Pain would have to instantaneously lose inside of Circuit X playoffs, and M80 would probably have to win out the other event if they go to it in France. But That's what I'm saying. I don't think there is a penalty, Goobs. There shouldn't be, because it won't get full coverage even if they went. But yeah, I don't foresee them because of the no penalty reason. Because more than likely only top 4 maybe is would be qualifying, maybe even just grands at that point. So yeah, I don't fully know. Now a weird one inside of the Americas that was a change of pace, right? Because the teams that are as of right now guaranteed not having more events that take into play is NRG, Sharks, MIBR, Liquid. Bestia kind of messed up, but they kind of recovered a little bit today. They lost versus Tricked. Oh shit, wait a second. Dude, wait a second. Wait. If Bestia got second in their pool, if Passion wins their pool, it's going to be Passion versus Bestia opening inside of the playoff bracket. And Passion, they're low. They're down, but they're not out. And they have a lot of refreshes they can do. They haven't started their Urban Riga run. That starts tomorrow. Yeah, they would have. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, more than likely it was predicted, but that's crazy that the fact. And it's more crazy the fact, though, that Bestia inside of their opener might have to play them, and they're sitting here, right? If Bestia lose to Passion, right? If Passion wins playoff bracket, and then it's Bestia Passion, whoever wins that, I mean, it's just their major run is over. Like, whoever loses, it's over. I don't know even if I assume that Passion can accrue enough points even if they win, but the thing is, the most LAN refreshes from just winning straight out the gates of the tournament is only 4. We'll say they get 30 per. I mean, that's 120. If they flawless sweep through, they'll be sitting at 13. Okay, they'll be sitting at like 1390 plus the prize head to head and stuff like that. Okay, so if Passion does flawlessly make it through, and now if they don't, is there still a chance? I don't know, because if they do play Bestia right before the brink of it, it's not a shot. Yeah, it doesn't count. It doesn't count like. It's still a cool matchup though. But yeah, it doesn't. Who, Sharks? South America team. Good team. Do you agree for RMRs you had to be good and lucky for 1 week with VRS? Yes. Yes, but that's also why RMRs were pretty sick, right? Because we kind of had some teams like being like, holy shit, it's a pop-off event. Rather than now, it's teams, it's like you're forced to play, you're consistent as much as possible. What's good, Flemington? How you doing, Goat? So yeah, team Gaming Gladiators also took a loss. They're inside of so Circuit X playoffs for Gaming Gladiators. Bestia inside of Urban Riga, but second stage because they lost their trick. They beat Big Academy 2-1. Voca, they have nothing that will affect their VRS to possibly make it into the major. They're too far down right now, you know what I'm saying? It's harder than peaking. So it gets a reward now. Yeah, exactly. It's like you play good all season long. Here you go. Is it to 32 teams on? What do you mean by that? Sins for 32 teams. So each region get different amount of invites. It's 32 teams total. 9Z losing to Odic. Wait, I forgot that has VRS. The thing is, it is online, but that could be a huge head-to-head. 9Z are safe where they're at, but I forgot Audic was also playing in that too. Oh, and they're also at the Circuit X event, and they already made it in a playoff bracket. There's a chance that Audic can make it in. Now the 9Z Audic matchup is going to take a while. What do you mean losing? 9Z up a map? Oh, well, someone said losing. Yeah, 13-7. What do you mean? Wait, now you're catching me off guard, dude. What do you mean? Hey, dude, I'm just repeating the chat message. That's all that I'm, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I thought it was just 32 teams. No. Yeah, it's specifically you have to go into the invites because each region gets different amount of invites. Watching any games today? We're just doing our end of stream wrap up for the day. Just because there's so many other things going on this weekend. I don't want to burn myself out in a 18 hour type of day. But like, yeah, this is kind of just a wrap up of what's going on and like how invites are being sent. Not today, Fleming. Snow. So I would say Passion, Voca, no. I don't think anyone down here at this point. Unfortunately, Marsborn got knocked out from Circuit X earlier today, so it happens. W Bona? Hell yeah, Fluvies. Hell yeah. No, I'm down, surely. 100%. Is there a way Passion play in major? There's a chance. There's also the idea of queuing up some silly maps. Wait, there's also the idea of queuing. What do you mean by that? Yeah, Marsborn is out. Marsborn is out. So yeah, that's kind of the Americas region. Asia, I haven't taken a look. Oh, that's a change. Hub is where people can submit maps it worked on a replay test. Oh, that's sick. That's how we got it. Interesting. See, I'm not the brightest. Semperfi got boned by Rare Atom forfeiting. I saw that earlier. Okay, I know what Mapcore is. Are they? Because they were pushing pugs on cash when it was talked about a while ago. Try to take a look at the Rare Atom forfeit situation. What do you mean? What do you mean? Take a look at the situation. Like you're talking about. Do you have any transfer moves you would recommending to a struggling team? Cough cough phase. Brokey needs to go. That is step number one. Outside of that, I'd start there. Like the situation from Jersey. No. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, Brokey needs to go. There's a post somewhere on Twitter explaining it all. Yeah, it was a forfeit. I saw. Yeah, I saw kind of the situation. It's a little. I don't want to dive too deep into it just because I don't know all the truth behind everything, and if there's people just. I know the situation though. Oh, they double forfeited out of Qlin. It's fishy, but teams know what actually happened. Yeah, they basically forfeited even though they showed up in time accusing them of cheating. So people think that it was like a stage type of thing. Is that what I'm hearing? So basically, LinVision showed up to, or Rare Atom showed up to LAN. Any idea what LinVision incentives are at? The idea is, people think, interesting. I mean, but I think Rare Atom could beat them anyways. Like, I think LinVision could beat Rare Atom anyways. Doesn't matter if they would have won anyway. That's what I'm saying. I have nothing to lose in Vision. A lot to game. I get it, but none of us know. That's what I'm saying. So I don't really want to touch over something that it's just a thought bubble. In my opinion, right? Tough shit. They didn't show up. Like, unlucky, get fucked. It is what it is. I think LinVision would have just smoked Rare Atom anyways. That's I don't really have much of a response around it. I don't know. Don't show up. Deduction of points for them. Yeah, LinVision's in a healthier spot for the major, but at the same time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. They didn't show. They didn't play. I'm probably not the best person to talk about that. Someone maybe could explain it more on the situation, but I have no fucking idea. ICO just mad because it's gonna miss a cutoff, most likely. I mean, yeah, but like that's also only but like you could be mad about the situation or not, but if LinVision got the LAN win over Rare Atom, that in my opinion was going to happen anyways, and yes, you're upset about it. Dude, like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be honest. Would it be cool as shit to see Semperfi in the major? I like watching Australian CS. However, I'm also going to say it. Semperfi has gone through a lot of growing pains and have also like they went to EU, they did their debut, they were gonna come to Frag at 1.2. They didn't go to that. Like, I don't think they're there yet. And like they maxed out their land wins. Sure, it looked super promising, but at the same time, prior to this, right, Lin Vision's VRS as a whole was sitting very high. And dude, like their land refreshes are absolutely fucking massive. Like so massive. Like, yeah. That's it. Is this a post? Oh, so it literally just sounds like the TO. Like, quick read of the situation, it sounds like Rare Adam was saying the TO was asking him to show up earlier and they didn't give them certain X amount of time notice. That's what it sounds like to me, at least. I'm not like, that's TLDR. I'm like, that's a lot of fucking reading, but that's what it sounds like. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like a different thing. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah. I mean, just got an answer from the TO then. That's literally what it comes down to. Yeah, but inside of the Asia region, FlyQuest is still at one of them. Upper bracket will play later tomorrow versus Shingus Warriors. Huns versus Tyloo in one of them. The Huns aren't really in. The Huns are kind of out for a run. I mean, they'd have to go like instrumental. Because they're only at one of the two. Because Lin Vision and Tyloo are in, or Tyloo's in both of the events. Lin Vision's only in one. But more than likely, how it's gonna play out though is it's probably gonna be these 5 teams. Like that's what it. Likewise, or Semperfi make it, in my opinion. I mean, as like, I mean, the thing is, FlyQuest is in upper bracket final of one of the events, and they're playing versus Chingus Warriors. So, in my opinion, FlyQuest is safe. I think like they're also top 4 and stuff, but yeah, they're just safe too. Tyloo will FD. What does that mean? Tyloo will FF versus who? Versus Lin Vision? Are you sure? That's your guess because of the other event? They got schedule change. They won't FF. I mean, yeah, it should be chill because 4 a.m. Saturday, 2 a.m. I mean, yeah, no, they're probably pretty chill. They're probably pretty chill. Every owner said it all changes if they win all 3 games. Well, yeah, that's of course everything changes if they go on like a win streak. Sure, but I mean, Semperfi on their part of bracket, it's yeah. I mean, it would have to be like Semperfi beating Rare Adam, go into beating Tyloo, go into the loser of Chinggis FlyQuest, and then go into Grands. Like they would Semperfi would have to have a really good run, but if Semperfi literally if Semperfi loses to Rare Adam, I mean that's basically it in my opinion. But if Semperfi beat Rare Adam and then they play Tyloo, it's just even more like yeah. Yeah, I mean this is just a lot going on. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess that's kind of it then. Uh or all right, chat. I can't wait. Dude, did I miss something? Oh shit. Oh, okay, okay. We're gonna go into a raid. Could we get an M80 Peepo like the others? Oh, an M80 Peepo? Yeah, we can. There was one that I forgot. I think I forgot to add in. But yeah, we can't get a M80 Peepo. What? We're gonna go into Bona. We're gonna go into Bona. He's doing the NACS run for the closed quali. Right now for NACS closed quali, it's lag in grand finals, and they'll play the winner of Fisher Farmville. And I'll post my schedule as well. I'll post my schedule inside of Discord for you guys. So I'll probably do it in like 20 minutes. Here's the stream. Appreciate you guys for being here. It's been a vibe. It's been a vibe. We'll have a lot more action and shit to cover tomorrow throughout each of the team's journeys. And then if you are in Kick, YouTube, Twitter, chat, whichever, Bonamont is live casting NACS close qualies. So love you guys. Have a good rest of your night. Get some sleep, but go vibe out with Bonamont. Tell him what should we go in, dude? What? No. All right, dude. Find something out. Just go say something, bro. Tell him. Oh, tell Bonamont to put makeup on. Tell Bonamont to put makeup on. That's what you should do. That's what you should do. He said that he would today. That's exactly. I remember now. All right, chat. I'll see you in there. Have a great rest of your night. Later.